Good day, everyone. Please stand for the national anthem. O land of beauty, our country, where peace abounds, thy children stand free. On the strength of will and love, with God in all our struggles, St. Kitts and Nevis be a nation bound together with a common destiny. As stalwarts we stand for justice and liberty with wisdom and truth. We will serve and honor thee. No sword nor spear can conquer, for God will sure defend. His blessings shall forever to posterity extend.
A pleasant good evening to one and all. I am Desiree McCoy, Director of Operations here at Ross University, and I'm your host for this evening. It is with pleasure that I welcome each and every one of you to the annual Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine Post-Secondary Scholarship Awards ceremony, in honor of our scholarship winners, selected students from the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, as well as the Nevis Sixth Form College. It provides an opportunity for these students and our honorees here in terms of our colleagues who we are honoring because of their long-standing service here to the university this evening. The awards will be named after these colleagues, and you will hear more about it a little later. Honorable members of the Federal Cabinet, the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Etal, Wendy Phipps, the Opposition Senator, Dr. Joylette Clark, P.S. Hodge, Williams Hodge of the Ministry of Education in St. Kitts, Mr. Kevin Barrett, P.S. of Education for the Nevis Island Administration, Mr. Steve Baird, President and CEO of Anthem Global Education, Lisa Wardell, Executive Chairman of Anthem Global Education, Dr. Sean Callanan, Dean of Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine, officials of the Ministry of Education, Dr. Rothan, Vice President of the Academic and Student Affairs of the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, special invited guests of the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College and the Nevis Sixth Form, members of the Ross University Scholarship Committee, our 2020 scholarship recipients and their family, our 2021-22 scholarship recipients and their family, Ross veterinary colleagues, and other invited guests. Good evening. You can answer. Now, this afternoon or this evening, it brings me great pride and much excitement for us here at Ross University. It provides an opportunity for us to again partner with the people of this beautiful federation and to invest in the education and consequently the lives of 10 young women and men, or depending on the direction you want it to go, 10 young men and women. As a woman myself, women, men, men, women, I'll leave it there. This ceremony, held for the 5th time this year, was the brainchild of Mr. Ray Francis. Today, the intent is the same as it was then, to provide the scholarship opportunity to academically deserving students who had a financial need. In essence, the objective was to help those who would gladly do more, strive to greater things, accomplish the unthinkable, if only they had the means by which to do so. Each year, our scholarship committee, headed by Ms. Regine Jenkins, delves deeper and deeper into what seems like a tumultuous task, the task of working through over 100 applications each year, and might I add, this year, 180 applications. These applications express the intelligence, the dynamism, the ambition, and the talent of these young men and women. The task was tumultuous because they only could select but a few. The team ensures to read every single essay, to read every single testimonial, to vet every single aspect of the submission to ensure they are making the best selection. A selection that balances the highest potential with the greatest need for maximum impact to a life. The journey of life for these awardees began some time ago. The train left the station some time ago. However, it's making very important stops along the way. And today, Ross University was afforded the opportunity to get on board with them and have invited each and every one of you to share and to be a part of this life-transforming milestone on their journey of life. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sean Callanan, Dean of Ross University, to the podium.
Thank you, Desiree, and allow me to adopt the protocol. Thank you, Desiree. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all here tonight and to say this is our 40th year on the island of St. Kitts. That's been a phenomenal time for many people and can only have happened with many people's help. So first of all, to the people of St. Kitts, which you represent, many of you, thank you so much for sharing that time with us, for supporting Ross and supporting its students that have come here. They have traveled through here relatively quickly. They've had wonderful experiences. They've come back and got married. They frequently come back. And again, this is a testament to everything that you have done as an island and as a federation. I also want to thank St. Kitts for its partnerships, and we have many partnerships. We have partnerships with the governments over those 40 years. More recently, we've had significant partnerships with the task force. So on behalf, or basically from your presence here, Minister Phibbs, I really want to thank the task force again for the work that they have done in partnering with us to achieve an amazing amount of things. I always heard the phrase about working in ambiguity, and that's basically what we've done for a lot of time for the past 2 years. We've had other partnerships. We've had research partnerships, partnership with the farmers of St. Kitts and Nevis. We've also had partnerships with CFBC. And again, I want to thank members of CFBC who are here at the moment, and some of the work we've done sharing resources pre-pandemic and working on research projects. So again, thank you for being here. And hopefully we'll do the same with our sixth form colleagues as well over time. And bearing in mind that a lot of other partnerships we've had have been with people of a younger level than our honorees tonight, but working with the many schools in the Federation to build technology expertise and to open technology labs. And that's been a great activity, which I've been very proud of all the people involved in that. And finally, I want to use the opportunity tonight to thank our teams, and many of them are here tonight, both representing the school itself and representing Adtalem Global Education. And without their support, we probably would not be here today, because we have, like you, have been through a strange time. And I suppose the one thing to remember is 2 years ago, we were facing into something dramatically different than we're facing into tonight. 2 years ago, we were closing down our school. We were moving people around the world. We were wondering what the future would look like. There was many things ahead. We had a new virus. We didn't know how we would treat it. We didn't know when we'd be opening back up again. We didn't know what was happening. And I think tonight, and even over the past few weeks, we've seen that there's, shoots of new beginnings. I mean, there's ships in the port. There's people, there's tourism. There's hotels opening. Our school is back opening. We have all our students back on campus, all our students back on island. So there's things significantly different right now, and it's a much more hopeful environment. And with that, it's also great to see young people being honored, because you are our future. It's not because a number of you are doing law I'm saying this, because we always need lawyers, but you are our future in general. We have many different talents out here just within these 10 people. We know they have been strong advocates. There's even basketball players, Black Rock Uprisers, I believe they're called. There is advocates for domestic violence. There's advocates for abuse. There's students here who have been working with younger girls as role models. There's going to be some mechanics, which I'm so delighted for, when the cars break down. And all our students will be delighted for that too. So I really do want to thank you for embarking on your careers. And the main reason you have been embarking on your careers is you have found role models, be that your family members who have probably sacrificed a lot so that you can be where you are today, or other people who have taken an interest in you, like your teachers that you have had throughout the many years. And so on your behalf, I would like to thank all of them and the work that they have put in behind the scenes to bring you to this day and ensure that you will move forward and be successful. And we are trying to play our part in a very small way, but we recognize that there are so many other people investing in you and wanting to help you, and we know you will succeed and you will be the future of this island. And finally, I would like to honor my colleagues for these awards are named after a number of very, very good people and very dear people to the Ross community. And you will hear a little bit more about them from Candida later on. But some of them are here tonight. Walter James is looking very dapper, if you want me to just say that. But some of them are here tonight, and I really do want to thank them for being here as well. So that's all from me. I do wish you well, and again, it's your night, so congratulations. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Sean, for your notes of thanks and for helping us to acknowledge just how many persons are involved in the success of these students and in the success of Ross University and its 40 years here on the island of St. Kitts and by extension Nevis. Please join me in welcoming our 2020-2021 award winners as they render an item. And note, this selection was written by one of our past awardees, Ms. Carol Woods. Welcome them.
evening, everyone. Sapphire and I will be rendering a poem titled, You've Done It. Look at you. You've been blessed. You are now free of some financial stress. This moment will definitely drive your passion for success. Look at you embracing this moment. It's your day to shine. All thanks to Was's generosity. Success is in your vicinity. You can surely turn your dreams into a reality.
Look at you. You're an ambassador for the Nevis Sixth Form College, CFBC, and WAS. For that, you deserve a round of applause. Congratulations, everybody. Just like our nation, we are now bounded together with a common destiny. Look at you, and you, and you. You did it, you're here. I see potential everywhere.
I like that. Look at you. The next time you hear someone say, look at you, make sure whatever you're doing is something that you're proud of. A word of admonition. So thank you very much, Carol, and your team for that rendition. I would like to ask P.S. Hodge to join us at the podium. P.S. Hodge, Minister Representative for the Ministry of Education. Please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I wish to request leave to adopt the protocol that has been extended. However, I wish to single out some individuals in the audience. I recognize the Honorable Wendy Phipps, Minister of Trade. I also wish to recognize the Honorable Dr. Joel Clark. And let me hasten to add here that she's a graduate of the Sandy Point High School during the tenure of Principal William Hodge. Yes, you may applaud. And I do not pass up an opportunity to let people know. I also wish to single out my colleague, Permanent Secretary Barrett from Nevis, and to apologize for him getting here before me. That is something that education pays attention to when we're inviting our colleagues from Nevis for meetings, that they tend to get here before us. Dean, I want to let you know that had I thought of it earlier, I would have delegated the task to P.S. Barrett to say these remarks this afternoon, since that I have done it before. So I'm putting you on a year's notice, yes, so to speak. I bring apologies from the Honorable John L. Powell, who is on government business overseas. I wish to recognize Dr. Rusvm and other representatives from the Clarence Fitzroy-Bryant College. I am indeed very happy to join in welcoming all of you who have come for this evening's ceremony, especially our students who we celebrate this evening. I'm delighted to welcome you. I'm happy to share the platform with Dean and with Miss Desiree, and to say it's always a pleasure to be in the company of Dean Callahan. He is a very good entertainer when you get close to him. Yes. As part of the ceremony tonight, the spotlight is being turned on you, the students who are being awarded. I hasten to reference a quote which says, people who shine from within don't need the spotlight. You get that? People who shine from within don't need the spotlight. The Ministry of Education is proud to say that none of you need the spotlight to shine on you. Do you know why? You are all people who have the spotlight shining from within. And how do we know that? We know that you are individuals who shine from within because you have demonstrated this in several ways. Starting with the most obvious, your outstanding CSEC results, which catapulted you to the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College, is definitely something that illuminates from within. The experience that you have gained as youth volunteers. The experience that you have gained as youth volunteers. Because we have come to realize that volunteerism, it's a word that has fast disappeared from the vocabulary of our young people in particular. So that is something you need to be commended for. You have very many positive attitudes that your lecturers, your professors at CFBC speak about. You continue to do the right thing even when no one is looking. It's called integrity, the definition for integrity. That is something you continue to demonstrate. Isn't that something that is shining from within? And so you really don't need to have the spotlight shine from you on you this evening because you're already radiating that from inside. We urge you to make this scholarship work for you. Make this scholarship work for you. We encourage you to channel all your energies into ensuring that you excel in all of your courses at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College. I must remind you that St. Kitts and Nevis continues to depend on you to become all that you can to engender the future development of our country. It is imperative that the Ministry of Education place on record the magnanimous contribution that Ross University continues to make in its quest to positively impact the educational landscape of St. Kitts and Nevis. As a nation, St. Kitts and Nevis will be forever grateful for the large sums of fiscal resources pumped into the educational arena of our country. Such resources translate into the human resource development that you, the young people, are expected to harness through the various scholarship programs and other programs as well. We know that Ross has an interest in human resource development. As we are so well aware, Ross University is more than a social partner in the thrust for educational advancement, but it is equally an economic partner in contributing to the sustainable economic development of our country. The Ross University has a distinguished track record of contributions that are chronicled in the annals of our nation's history. You would recall, the older ones, and Dean mentioned earlier, that this relationship is some 40 years on. The Ross University does not only give support financially, but in other areas, well, not just to the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College, but to other sectors in education, our primary sector, as well as our secondary sector. We are at present, continuing to upgrade and work on a number of computer labs at our primary schools, particularly in the rural areas. Last year, we, Dr. Dean Callahan and his team, we actually went on the western part of the island, and the eastern as well, and opened or dedicated about 7 of these labs. And these are state-of-the-art computer labs. A round of applause is deserved, yes. Ross University, through its staff members, made sure that their input was felt, not only just providing the resources, but ensuring the aesthetics and the ambience in these computer labs was created. I want to take a minute to thank some of the workers, Ramona, Ms. Frederick, who recently came on the scene, but has been very engaging with the Ministry of Education. Yes, you may applaud. It is my understanding that some of these computer labs would be extended or has been extended to Nevis, P.S. Barrett, yes? Yes, if not in full, it's coming. And as well as in the Basti area, because initially the project catered to schools in rural St. Kitts. But we are hoping that with the continued support, we can extend this to schools in the Basti area. For those of you very young ones who came and met houses built on the opposite side of the road here, it was not always like that. It was not always like that. But because Ross University came, a number of entrepreneurs and local persons were able to invest in housing because they knew that our students who come in would need their own place to live. And so those dorms, if you can call them that, were built and owned by local people. And so that is definitely an investment in the economic development of our country, of our people. We are happy that the students who come in, and I should say, even during the midst of the pandemic, even though we had certain restrictions, Ms. Desiree and her team engaged the Ministry of Education, and we had very, I would say, very rewarding meetings when we were able to put the plans in place so that the students could return to us in safe and secure ways. And we, in the Ministry of Education, were able to take some of actually the ideas, the suggestions that Ross put in place. We were able to take some of them and adapt them for use by the wider system as well. So even within the pandemic, Ross continued its efforts to ensure that the partnership built. Finally, I want to say that we look forward to this continued partnership, and let it be known that our people continue to welcome Ross University, to embrace Ross University. Just recently, I was introduced to the wife of one of my students who came back to attend his mom's funeral. So when I was adding my welcome to the young lady to St. Kitts, she said no. I was a student at Ross University. That tells us that when our students come in from whichever part of the world, that they do get integrated into the St. Kitts Nevis society. And they are taking husbands and perhaps wives. Dean, thank you very much for all that Ross continues to do for our people here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And may you continue to prosper and grow from strength to strength. Long live Ross University. Thank you.
I would add, P.S. Hodge, not just husbands and wives, but dogs and cats too. Thank you very much for your words of inspiration to us and for reminding us of the value that we share as we support each other in building the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. I would like at this time to remind us that we boarded this train to support these students on their journey of life. So our next stop would be, as I introduce, the Honorable Wendy Phipps. She will come to make her contribution to the journey and share her remarks. Honorable Phipps.
Good afternoon, everyone. Or I should say good evening, because it's after 6 now. I know that Ms. McCoy would have ably established protocol, but I would be at fault if I did not call out for special recognition the permanent secretaries for education for both St. Kitts and Nevis, namely William Hodge and Mr. Kevin Barrett, my former colleague in a past life. Welcome. I also acknowledge Lisa Wardell, as well as all of the officials from Ross University, in particular, Dean Callanan. We acknowledge all of you who are here this evening, the representatives from the Nevis Sixth Form, officials from the school itself, parents, awardees, other specially invited guests who are here. First of all, I should indicate that I should not be the one who should be speaking here this evening. It should have been the Honorable Prime Minister, but he would have already extended apologies yesterday in a meeting that we would have had with Ms. Wardell, the new CEO, Mr. Baird, as well as Dean Callanan. So the Prime Minister has asked me to deliver these remarks on his behalf. So I read them to you now as they were prepared. I am honored to join you today in this simple yet important annual scholarship award ceremony. I would like to preface my remarks by extending hearty congratulations to the students of the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College and the Nevis Sixth Form College for all of their hard work in securing these coveted scholarships. This truly is a remarkable achievement of which every award recipient should be proud. I refer to the 2 students from Nevis who will be pursuing studies in entrepreneurship and agricultural science, and the 8 students from St. Kitts who have settled on studying office, administration management, entrepreneurship, environmental studies, law, accounting, teacher education, modern languages, and automotive engineering technology. Today is all about opportunity. In particular, the opportunity to secure academic advancement in partnership with a private sector educational facility that has a solid track record of corporate social responsibility in our federation for the past 40 years. Could we give the Ross University a round of applause? Today is also a day wherein we celebrate the 10 students from St. Kitts and Nevis who have demonstrated through dint of hard work, academic achievement, and ambition their ability to set goals towards the realization of their full potential. I am aware that the Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine Scholarship Program, now in its 5th year, supports academically gifted students with financial challenges, challenges that would have otherwise prevented them from stepping through the doors of any college or university to access higher education. I am advised that over the past 4 years, a total of 54 scholarships have been awarded to deserving students within our federation. This year's awardees will therefore bring the total scholarship awards to 64. This ceremony, therefore, provides strong testimony of the unwavering commitment of Ross University to the academic life of our country and to the ongoing investment in our educational sector. The scholarship program, by extension, also demonstrates the partnership role of Ross University with our government in helping to build the stronger, safer future for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. It has long been stated by many that education is one of life's greatest levelers. Education, in my opinion, is also one of two major weapons needed for the eradication of poverty and the creation of wealth. My other choice of ammunition is entrepreneurship. On that score, I'm heartened to learn that two of today's scholarship awardees will be focusing on the study and practice of entrepreneurship. I wish to encourage you to take this discipline seriously, given that the future economic backbone of our tiny federation will depend in large measure on enterprise development, measured risk-taking in business, and the creation of jobs by our small and medium-sized enterprises, or SME sector. At present, well over 70% of all businesses registered in our federation are SMEs. Our team unity government wants them all to prosper, to be resilient, and to grow as we continue along the path of nation building and international competitiveness. As Prime Minister, I have often had the pleasure of attending various events across our islands. Among those that give me the greatest optimism and hope for the future are events like this one, in which we are all today engaged. It is at moments such as this when our society is at its best. These moments speak to the potential of our young people to boldly face the future, to grasp rare opportunities when they arise, and to endeavor to do one's best to create a better life and a better future for our families, our communities, and our country. I say this because, in spite of our small size, St. Kitts and Nevis must continue to compete on the world stage against major industrialized countries with vast reserves of natural and other resources that we, as small island developing states, cannot boast of possessing. It is therefore incumbent on all of us to use our skills, talents, intellect, and other natural gifts in the noble quest of sustainable development grounded in resilience. Before I take my seat, I wish to dedicate a small bit of time to having what our older citizens refer to as a heart-to-heart conversation with our young scholarship awardees who are here this evening. It is not my intention to lecture you. Rather, I wish to impart a simple exhortation to you. It is as follows. 1. Be truly thankful for the golden opportunity which Ross University has given to you today to pursue higher education. 2. Recognize that there are countless other young people, and from what Desiree said earlier, you had 180 applicants. There are other countless young people in our country who today wish they had the opportunity that you have been given. 3. Make your family proud of your achievement today and do not let them down. 4. Remember to apply yourself diligently to the various courses of study on which you have embarked. Thanks to the scholarship program, you do not have to be preoccupied about how you or your family are going to pay for your education at a time when your primary focus should be on learning and studying. 5. Use this academic journey to continue excelling to bigger and better things. Your life must be a process of continuous improvement. 6. Learn to pay it forward by investing in other young people whom you can mentor, so one day they too can sit in the chairs that you now occupy. 7. Do not let your education go to your head. First and foremost, education is meant for your personal advancement and development, so that you can broaden your horizons and be the best that you can be. Education is not meant to set you on a course to see how rich you can get, how fast you can get it, and how much more superior you think you can be when compared to others. 8. As you journey up the ladder and eventually rise to the pinnacle of success, never ever forget where you came from. Respect and care for your family, your community, and your country. You did not get to where you are on your own. You cannot have a successful life without the assistance and investment of others. Only the fool says he or she is self-made. In time, such fools will render their existence meaningless. just as we have been warned in the book of Ecclesiastes. 9, endeavor to live your life with a sense of humility and purpose, and a commitment that when your earthly journey is over, you would have left St. Kitts and Nevis in a better state than the one in which you found it. Today, you stand on the shoulders of other nation builders who would have already made their contributions. Tomorrow is your turn to blaze new trails, strengthen foundations, and create new opportunities for those coming after you through the wise application of your gifts and talents. 10, live up to the expectations of your internship obligations to Ross University. This is a win-win for you, as you get the chance to have a paid internship for 6 weeks during the summertime. And finally, give back to Ross University if you can and whenever you can, because gratitude fosters goodwill. Find somewhere to partner pro bono with Ross University in its community and academic development programs. One never knows whether there is a rewarding career that awaits you at the university in the years ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, proud scholarship recipients and their families, the faculty and staff of Ross University, as specially invited guests, the representatives from CFBC and the Nevis Sixth Form College, I have said more than a mouthful. Permit me in closing to reiterate my government's congratulations to all 10 of our deserving scholarship recipients. I also say a sincere thank you to Ross University for your unwavering commitment to the educational development of our country and to your investment in our young people. We commend the university for sustaining this scholarship program for the past 5 years. Our team unity government sincerely appreciates your continued partnership in national development, particularly in the pursuit of the stronger, safer future for all our people. Thank you for your attention. May God bless Ross University, and may God to continue to bless St. Kitts and Nevis.
Thank you very much, Minister Phipps, and by extension, Prime Minister Harris. I want to remind us of some of the words, just a few. Education eradicates poverty, it creates wealth, and it facilitates entrepreneurship. So let us all, not just our students, but let us all pay it forward and strive likewise. At this time, it gives me great pleasure yet again. As Ross University, we are proud of our 2021-22 scholarship winners. We acknowledge your resilience, especially in a time like this over the past year, the things that you have accomplished and your steadfastness in applying for this scholarship and working towards it. We would like to take this opportunity as the Ross community to commend you, to let you know we are already proud of you, and we wish you all the best in your endeavors as you navigate this very important journey in your life, the quest for higher education. Now, considering we're on a journey, I would like to invite all of you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this video presentation. To those on stage, if you can take a seat below just so you can see. I'll let you know when you can come back up. You can come back, please.
I applied for the scholarship because of the different opportunities that came with it. I was able to receive money for school and also the possibility of internships and other programs.
I knew a few people that applied to the scholarship before, and they told me that they had really great experiences on internship and just with this what the scholarship had to offer in general.
Well, my mother being a single parent is what inspired me to apply for this scholarship because it left a financial burden off of us.
When I was chosen, it was like a sigh of relief, thank God.
I felt like it was more of a responsibility placed on me to actually be a good ambassador for Ross and for the school, CFPC, and also for myself.
It was just a joyful moment for me because I never really know what's a scholarship, but by just receiving it and I saw the benefits, I know I was about to come.
Even though I didn't get to experience some of the stuff that my friends were talking about, I still had a great time. I learned a lot from the session with Miss Lee, where she taught us how to handle job interviews, write resumes, and here I am today, a teacher at the Charleston Secondary School, thanks to the session.
My experience was pretty good despite not getting to do the internship. I really hope that this year's recipients get to because I think it will be a beneficial experience.
Since I've been down here, it's been a great experience. Was able to cross over with the AC technicians and the electrical technicians, doing a bit of servicing and installation.
Scholarship benefited all of us because it helped with most of the school fees, and my parents didn't have much to worry about with the school uniform and the examination fees and etc.
Due to the pandemic, we were in a bit of a financial crisis, so the scholarship really helped us with that.
I was able to buy a lot of school supplies that I wasn't able to buy in previous years, and I am grateful for that. And because of the scholarship opportunity, I was able to become the salutatorian of the class of 2021 for the Navy Sixth Form College.
Going away to study, continuing my business studies and getting my bachelor's degree and coming back to make a difference in the country.
Help those who are in need, be successful, travel the world, and have fun.
Study to become a forensic psychologist and minor in that.
Mine is to travel to Barbados for UE, so I could attain my bachelor's in accounting and then later on Trinidad so I could become a certified accountant.
My future plans is to actually get a job at Rusvm when I finish with CFPC. Well, I will try my best to perform well at my internship, and at the end of the semester, hopefully there's a spot open that I will be welcome down here to work.
You will have a lot of long nights, sometimes when you don't think that you can do it, but I would advise you to believe in yourself, remember your goals, and keep working hard, and you will get through.
Always believe in yourself and continue to trust in God and believe in your faith.
Just do your best, and don't compare yourself with anybody else. Your best would be different to somebody else's best, so just try and do your best in everything you do.
And you could also use a scholarship as a motivation to complete your courses and to pass them as well, because that is what I did.
Just work hard, fight the fight, and stay blessed.
Sorry. Seize every opportunity and seize every opportunity and try new things.
Possibility of internship.
If y'all get to have internship, take it because I still exciting the mind.
Congratulations, awardees.
I agree. That was definitely one of the downsides of this COVID pandemic. Of course, there were many. This last group did not get the opportunity for the in-house internship, all except one, as you see. So we definitely hope that we'll be able to reinstate that for this summer. I invite Candita to the podium, where she will be presenting the awards for today.
Thank you so much, Desiree. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Please allow me to adopt the protocol that has already been established. On behalf of Ross University's Scholarship Committee, I am honored to be here today to congratulate our student awardees and to represent my colleagues who participated in the evaluation and selection process. This year, as you've heard, we received 180 applications to the scholarship program, and there were so many deserving students among them. However, the committee quite ably evaluated the applicants, and the top 10 are here with us today. It is my pleasure this evening to be reading the names of those recipients. At this time, I would like to invite Dean Callanan back to the stage, as well as P.S. Hodge, as well as P.S. Barrett to award the Nevis Sixth Form College. Regine, can you also join me? Miss Alyssa Danielle. Alyssa is a second-year agricultural science student. Her love and fascination for animals have inspired her to work in the veterinary field, specifically in laboratory or field work. She volunteers with the Nevis Island Administration Veterinary Clinic, the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, and the Charlestown Secondary Environmental Awareness Society. She is a creative soul, loves art, reading, and sewing. She is also in the process of writing her own book. She is described as an intelligent, ardent researcher who always puts her best foot forward. Please join me in welcoming Miss Alyssa Danielle as she accepts the Walter James Excellence Award. Miss Shania Watley. Shania is a second-year entrepreneurial student. She spends her time volunteering through the Girls Destined for Greatness Empowerment Group in Nevis. During the pandemic, she assisted with the COVID relief efforts on Nevis by giving out food packages. Shania loves cooking and baking since childhood and spends much of her time trying to replicate the recipes of her favorite cooking shows. This scholarship provides an opportunity for her to help alleviate the financial burden of college fees and gives her the opportunity to successfully complete her studies. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Shania Watley as she accepts the Yvonne Cotton Excellence Award. Thank you so much, P.S. Barrett. Miss Alexandra Hanley. Alexandra is a teacher education student focusing on industrial arts. For the past 7 years, she has been teaching visual and theater arts at the Washington Archibald High School. Her interests lie in pageantry, carnival, and design, and she even chaperoned 2 contestants in the last carnival pageant. She is involved in netball and etiquette coaching. She is a proud mom of a 7-year-old. Alsanada sees this scholarship as a source of motivation to her students as she encourages them to push forward and pursue their passions, particularly in industrial arts. Please join me in welcoming Miss Alsanada Hanley as she accepts the Ermine Cotton Excellence Award. Mr. Dwasani Woodley. Dwasani is a first-year automotive engineering student. Following in his father's footsteps, he would often assist in the automotive garage, which led to part-time employment. He hopes to one day launch his own business that would provide services to his community at a reduced cost. Dwasani is outgoing, loves sports, especially basketball, and currently plays for the Bird Rock Uprisers. He likes reading anime, is passionate about helping others, and spends time volunteering at church youth meetings, caring for his grandparents' livestock, and helping his aunt on her farm. He sees this scholarship as an ease to financial burdens and as a step towards achieving his goals. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Dwasani Woodley as he accepts the Glenville Henry Memorial Award. Miss Alexandra Atherton. Alexandra is a second-year office administration student. She is passionate about business and wants to become a financial specialist. She would like to return to the Federation to work in the Ministry of Finance, thus making her contribution to our island's development. She enjoys reading and cooking and is fascinated with watching YouTube blogs about universities, accounting, and business. Like so many others, Alexandra's family was negatively impacted by COVID-19, so she hopes that this scholarship will provide financial assistance as well as help her to network, to break away from her shyness, and to experience new opportunities. Please join me in welcoming Alexandra Atherton as she accepts the Mova Simmons Excellence Award. Miss Tatiana Leader. Tatiana is a second-year entrepreneurship student with a love for law and business studies. She hopes to one day become a lawyer. She loves reading and poetry and is also a part-time makeup artist. Tatiana has a positive mindset and loves motivating others. In her extra time, she tutors elementary school children and volunteers with Girls Illuminated St. Kitts. She firmly believes that you must put the work in to achieve your goals. Tatiana sees this scholarship as a way to decrease financial burdens in the home and as an additional force in ensuring that she completes her studies. Please join me in welcoming Miss Tatiana Leader as she accepts the Lynette Isaac Excellence Award. Miss Shanoa Simmons. Shanoa is a first-year modern languages student with a concentration in French. She is passionate about the arts and hopes to one day present movies and plays based in St. Kitts and Nevis to the world. She sees this as an opportunity not only to display the beauty of our federation, but also as a means of highlighting issues such as abuse, mental health, crime, and violence. She enjoys theater, building, writing, acting, and dancing. Shanoa is very active in her church, being involved in the Christian Life Club for many years and now volunteering with the church's technical team. She sees this scholarship as a way to decrease the financial burdens at home and as an added motivation to complete her studies. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Shanoa Simmons as she accepts the Denise Fifield Excellence Award. Miss Precious Estridge. Precious is a second-year accounting student with a goal of becoming a child psychologist. Since she has seen and understands the impact of stress and other challenges on children, she desires to help as many children as she can. She enjoys piano, reading, and cosmetology. Although she is a social butterfly, she is very dedicated and hardworking as she juggles a part-time job while going to school full-time. Precious describes herself as a feminist. She shares that her life experiences has shown her that there is a gender gap, but women can do anything that men can do. She admires her mom and has seen her go through many challenges but has persevered and always been there for her family. Tonight, Precious receives the Empowerment, Diversity, Growth, Excellence, also known as EDGE Award, which is given to a female student who shows the capabilities of being a role model to other girls. Please join me in welcoming Miss Precious Estridge as she accepts the EDGE Award. Mr. Kadrian Otley. Kadrian is a second-year natural sciences student who wishes to work in marine biology. He is very confident and well-spoken and is extremely passionate about the ocean, focusing on conservation. He is actively involved in the media ministry at his church and is the president of the youth group. In his spare time, he enjoys farming and karate, having reached the level of a purple belt. He is also a video editor and directed a short film on a rainwater harvesting system in 2020-2021. He saw the impact of COVID-19 on his mom and viewed this scholarship as a way to decrease the financial burdens and to complete school. Tonight, Kadrian receives the Leadership Excellence Award, which is given to a male student who demonstrates exemplary leadership abilities in school or community. Please join me in welcoming Kadrian Otley as he accepts the Leadership Award. And last, but by no means least, Miss Keandra Pohl. Keandra is a second-year law student who wishes to become a lawyer and own her own hair salon. She doesn't feel the need to limit herself to just one thing. She was very successful in her CXC examinations, gaining 11 grade 1 passes. She was her high school's valedictorian, and one of her many accolades saw her achieve the top CSEC mathematics performance. Keandra is described as an intelligent, kind, ambitious, and adventurous person. She enjoys hiking with her family and public speaking. She is currently the Assistant Public Relations Officer for the CFBC Literary and Debating Society. She loves the arts, acting, graphic design, decorating, and event planning. Tonight, Keandra receives the Dean's Excellence Award, which is given to the top performing applicant in academics. Please join me in welcoming Keandra Pohl as she accepts the Dean's Excellence Award. Congratulations to all the awardees. We are very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Candida. And again, let us have a round of applause to all of the awardees. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our very own colleagues, those who these scholarships have been named after, our long-standing colleagues. First and foremost, I have Ms. Denise Fifield. Denise, could you please stand? Denise has worked with Ross University for the last 38 plus years. 38 plus years. She has served as campus registrar since 2003, and she is still currently in that role. Ms. Fifield has served on several campus committees and was the first president of the Ross Staff Association. In 2001, she received the Dean's Award for Excellence in Customer Service, and in 2007, she received the RUSVM DeVry Diamond Professional Recognition for Integrity, Dedication, and Excellence, better known as the Pride Award. Ms. Fifield is recognized by colleagues and students for making their time at the school and on the island a wonderful experience. Let us give Denise a round of applause. Thank you very much, Denise. I recognize Ms. Ermaine Cotton, all the way in the back. Ermaine currently serves as the library supervisor at the Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine Stanley Dennis Library. She has been employed at Ross for the last 30 years. In 2000, go ahead. In 2016, colleagues recognized Ms. Cotton's contribution with a Ron Taylor Award. Ermaine, thank you very much. I recognize Ms. Lynette Isaac. She's not here with us today. Lynette has worked with Ross University for the last 36 years. Previously, Ms. Isaac managed the Ross University Veterinary Clinic before accepting her current role as Senior Veterinary Technician. With her love of surgery, Ms. Isaac has assisted students and faculty alike and feels a great sense of pride in her ability to help others. Lynette, we extend sincere thanks. Mrs. Mover Simmons. If you don't know Miss Simmons, you need to make some time to know her. Mrs. Simmons, now retired, worked at Ross University for 29 years. She began her career as a bookkeeper in the main administration office and then served as accounting and financial aid assistant. Ms. Simmons fondly remembers her years at Ross, particularly working with students and helping to ensure the financial requirements that they needed were kept on track. Ms. Simmons, thank you. Mr. Walter James. Where is Walter? Oh, there you are. Mr. Walter James. Walter worked with Ross University for 30 plus years. An alumni of the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, he studied carpentry and joinery before joining the RUSVM Facilities Administration, advancing after to the purchasing department, where he has been employed for over a decade. Mr. James has actively supported students in their involvement in the St. Kitts community through volunteerism, sporting activities, and animal welfare education. Mr. James also is a recipient of the RUSVM Dean's Award. Let us give Walter a round of applause. Miss Yvonne Cotton. Where is Yvonne? Yes. Yvonne worked with RUSVM for 30 years, and she continues to this day. Previously, Ms. Cotton served as an assistant librarian before advancing to the Information Technology Department for more than 10 years in that particular role. Ms. Cotton has served as the Copy Center Coordinator and greatly values the professional and family atmosphere at RUSVM. Yvonne, we thank you. And last but certainly not least, this individual is not here to stand, and I don't think we have a representative from his family. Yes, Bernard, please stand. This is in representation of Mr. Glenville Henry. Glenville worked at RUSVM for 13 years as a maintenance technician in the facilities department. Although he was a plumber by trade, Mr. Henry served as the jack of all trades, and he was an asset across any discipline at our Ross campus. He assisted with all events for students and colleagues, even assisting with the initial setup for this very ceremony. He was an outstanding colleague who served RUSVM and the community with distinction. This scholarship is named in memory of Mr. Glenville Henry. Thank you. Now let us give all of our colleague honorees a resounding applause. We thank you for your dedication to the work and the existence of Ross, and for the foundation that you've laid for all future endeavors. Now, I want to thank Candida for bringing this train into the Adtalem/RUSVM Grand Central Station. The entire community is standing on the sidelines, and they are excited. There are balloons, there's confetti, there's fireworks, and it's very, very, very festive. Stand to your feet. And I do not mean that hypothetically. Stand to your feet. And let us give our awardees our scholarship awardees. Turn to them, face them wherever you are, and give them a resounding applause of encouragement. Thank you very much. We are proud of you, and we would like to invite you all once again to view a very special video presentation. And this is from one of our very first awardees from our 5 years ago, Ms. Sarai Hutchinson.
Good day, everyone, and a special greeting to the new RUSVM Scholarship Awardees. My name is Sarai Hutchinson. In 2018, I had the privilege of being the first recipient of the RUSVM Dean's Award, an award which helped to shape the current trajectory of my life. The scholarship funds helped me to pay for my CFPC tuition and to alleviate the financial burden from my mother. I was able to eke out and save a portion of the money, which has been accumulating interest ever since. As the recipient of this prestigious scholarship, I was able to participate in my first paid summer internship in 2018 and worked in the diagnostic lab with an amazing group of people. I was surrounded by persons who had a strong academic motivation, and this experience further propelled me to apply to the University of the Virgin Islands to pursue a bachelor's degree. I have juggled my studies and everyday life and have undertaken 2 more summer internship programs. I'm currently a graduating biology senior here at the Orville E. Ken campus on St. Thomas, and a mentor for the Regional Girls Care Climate Change Mentorship Program. Your journey to this day may not have been the smoothest. There may have been numerous moments of self-doubt and seemingly almost insurmountable obstacles. I was once where you stand. A college student with hopes and dreams, and I assure you that being dedicated and goal-driven can accomplish so much. After all, you owe it to yourself to fulfill those dreams. I'd like to share with you a quote by Roy T. Bennett where he said, "Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying." I would like to encourage you to be determined and resilient in the face of all adversity. Celebrate the little wins as much as the big ones. Be principled. Take a moment to view this scholarship as a stepping stone in your pursuit of even more achievements, academic or not, as you become the stewards of our great federation. Thank you.
Experience is the best teacher, and we've heard it right from the experience itself. Thank you very much for that, Sarai. Now, we're at a place again. I invite P.S. Hodge and Dean Caldan to return to the stage. Where did Sean go? Think of it as your afternoon exercise. And to the rest of you, remember I said sit back, relax. You've just experienced your first class ride. You had your warm almonds and your nice cool drink. Don't hold me to it. But I now take this opportunity to invite to the stage our very own Lisa Wardell, Executive Chairman from our parent company, Anthem Global Education, to express some special remarks to us. Join me as I welcome Lisa.
Good evening. Please allow me to adopt the protocols previously noted and a warm welcome to all of you. This has just been an outstanding and motivational program to watch these young people come across the stage and accept these awards. It is not by accident that I am here today. Our president and CEO, Steve Beard, is here today. These are the times and the events that we love about being a part of Adtalem Global Education and Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine. And the reason for that is because we are not visitors to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. We are members of the community. And I think that that is really clear as you hear people talk today and you hear about what our mission is for education and education as a life changer, not only for our students here on island studying veterinary medicine under Dean Callanan and our great faculty here, but for everybody who is pursuing the dream of education, and to watch and hear about these amazing young people just drives us to want to do more as part of your community and community partners. So thank you for having us in the community and allowing us to be a small part of that. The second thing I wanted to do was just address the students here. You've heard how much pride all of us have in your accomplishments to date. We've had some really great analogies, trains leaving the station, and partnerships and family and friends helping along the way. It takes more than just self for these journeys. The word I wanted to leave you with is not only, two words, not only pride, which I think you've heard a lot and you understand just how much it means to all of us to see you excel this way. But the second word is beginning. This is a beginning for you. Again, obviously you've worked really hard to be where you are today, but this is a new door that is opening. This is a place for you to think about all of the possibilities and really what is the art of the possible for all of the things that you believe in and are interested in and want to do. When I hear the list, I'm intimidated. These are lots of things that you're already doing. And I'm especially gratified to hear about the volunteering and the giving back and really helping other young men and women, boys and girls, to pursue their dreams. So as you think about this, take a little bit of time to just congratulate yourself and be proud of yourselves. Obviously, your family members and friends are. We hear them as you come across the stage. But just take a little bit of time for your own self to think about just how much you've accomplished. And out of so many people, you are the top young choices and students that got these awards. They didn't just come in the mail. You had to interview, you had to write essays, you had to talk to people, you had to think about, what do I stand for? Who am I? What do I stand for? And what do I want the Ross committee that's making these decisions to think about me and understand about me? And you've done all of that, and you've done it so well that you have received these awards tonight. And so I leave you with all of us in the Ross vet community are extremely proud. We want to follow you and what you're going to do for the Federation here, for your communities, for your families. And we're glad to be just a small part of that as you go on this journey and take this new beginning. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Lisa, for those words. Indeed, education is a life changer, and we take pride in what we are doing here this evening. And then the beginnings open doors of endless opportunities. Seize them and don't let them pass you by. Just a few words of housekeeping before we close. To our VIP passengers, that is our awardee students, Steve, Lisa, our RUSVM honorees, and our government officials, you are asked to remain in the auditorium for photos at the end of the ceremony. To our other guests, please check your seats and ensure that you take all of your luggage with you when we are finished. You are asked to move to the amphitheater just outside for light refreshments. Now, in closing, what an experience we have had here this evening. I think that deserves a resounding applause. It was good just to be here and to have this great opportunity. We boarded that trip. The weather was great. The scenery along the train route was spectacular, and the in-house entertainment was off the hook. Just off the hook. To our 2021-2022 award winners, we commend you on this accomplishment, and we stand ready in support of you in this part of your life's journey. Stand tall, stand resolute, and do what we know that you can do. We believe in you, believe in yourself, and you will succeed at whatever it is you set your hands to. To our special speakers, Dean Callanan, P.S. Hodge, Honorable Wendy Phipps, Lisa Wardell, sincere thanks to all of you for your words of inspiration and your words of wisdom, your words of encouragement, not just to the awardees, but to all of us. We say thanks to, I don't want to call her name incorrectly. Where did she go? Our young lady who did the national anthem. We say thank you very much for that beautiful recognition. To our past students and Carol, thank you for that selection. For the special note to our students from Ms. Richardson, we say thanks. To Ms. Chapman for your time and energy in the presentations, thank you very much. Last but by no means least, thanks to all of you, the parents, friends, and family who are here in support of these awardees. We say thanks to Mr. Ray Francis for his vision on the onset of this award, and to the Scholarship Committee for your hard work and dedication to the task. We say thanks to the ushers and the attendants, to the security team, the IT team, the facilities team, and all those who have worked hard to make this event a success. And last but not least, we say thanks to you, Steve. Without all of you, none of this would have been possible. So give yourselves a round of applause and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Now we may go. Thank you.